Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I had a whole plan. We were going to do a whole thing, and then the intern called and said that, oh, look, oh, we have two felons. Hang on, look. Felon 1 and felon 2 are back. Can y'all see them? So I had a whole plan, and then the intern called and said that a friend of his is sick in the hospital. So now other friends of his are coming to town, and because we have the house with the guest room and the cute felons and the no kids, that his friends are coming to stay at our house, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. We are blessed. But what that means is now instead of doing my other plan, I got to clean the house and get the things ready for company. So here's what I'm thinking. Hang on. Let me treat these felons. My poor little neglected felons get a Cheerio for a treat. All right, I don't know if I could. I've y'all on like a totally different thing. So, because I had a plan. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can set y'all down. Oh yeah, graceful as ever. So, here's the new plan. What am I doing? All right, I'm gonna stop that. Here's the new plan so I'm gonna have this house full, and of course it's boys, right? It's gonna be all the boys are gonna be here, and they're gonna have left all the women folk and the cheering folk back home, and they're all gonna be here in town. And in all seriousness, they're gonna be in and out because they're gonna be like back and forth to the hospital visiting the sick friend. So here is my thought and I know y'all have already seen the thumbnail. You know what we're doing, but here's my thought I'm going to make some like healthy snacks that don't suck so that they'll have something what is happening with this hair? So that they'll, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm going to make some healthy snacks that don't suck so that they'll have something to eat, first of all, as they're in and out of the house, but also in case they want to like grab something and go, because the hospital, I don't know where Friend is, but all the hospitals are like 10 minutes down the road from here. So they can come here, they can rest, they can shower, they can do the things, they can grab a snack and head out, or they can like come change their clothes and head out and just grab a snack and go. So that's my thought you can hear my car running because I let the felons out, and y'all, I swaney. I could run the world on the amount of time that I spend waiting for these freaking felons to come back so I can go do whatever it is I need to do. But that's beside the point because they are back. And so now, hear my car running? So now I can go get in my car that is running in the garage and go, I got to go get groceries. I got to pick up some things. And then let's talk about what kind of snacks we can make. And what, you know what, we'll actually make some things. We'll make some stuff and we'll talk about some other stuff that we can have around the house, again, for folks to snack on. But I want like some light stuff and some actual like substantial snacks, like just easy, like grab and eat stuff, but stuff that'll fill them up so that they're not filling up on like frozen pizza and Whoppers the whole time. So that's my plan. Let me get these two in their playpen. I'm gonna go pick up stuff. As always, I got to do another workout. I know that was so dramatic, wasn't it? This is why I'm generally strapped in my car in seatbelts when I talk to y'all, so that I can't do things like that. But anyway, I got to do another workout, and then we'll come back, we'll talk about it, and then we'll make some stuff. All right, so I will see y'all in a little while.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. cocaine.
All right, y'all. I made it through that workout, which you may or may not see because it was an absolute dumpster fire. It was hard. I was tired. I don't know what just happened. I just heard a rumble. Anyway, there were weights. I wasn't expecting weights. I fell down a couple times, so you might see it, you might not. I don't know. But I tell you, I got to pregame a little, and I thought while I'm pregaming, I'd go ahead and tell y'all what we're doing. So I think I told you that I'm going to make snacks. And while I'm making snacks, we can talk about like a list of good, healthy, diet-friendly snacks, right? So we'll do that in a minute, but I'm gonna saute some onions and peppers because I need to use that. But this is kind of funny. So in not this Walmart, but my last Walmart, I accidentally got a diced mirepoix. I need diced onions, but I got a diced mirepoix, which of course is onion, celery, and garlic. But y'all know that, like when you buy the frozen peppers and onions from the Walmart, like it's all onions and just a little bit of peppers. Well, same with the frozen mirepoix. I mean, with the pre-diced mirepoix, it's mostly onions and like a tiny scotch of, look how little bit of carrots there is in there. Like a tiny bit of carrots and maybe a little bit of celery. So all I really want is the onions. But y'all, I will take a little, the onions. I just got a whiff of onions. I will take a little bit of celery and carrots in my diced onions, not to have to actually chop up onions. So I'm gonna saute this mirepoix with some diced peppers, and I'm gonna get my peppers going first, of course. Let them get going. But so here's what we're doing. Y'all are not here to watch me saute onions and pepper mirepoix things. Here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna make, did I tell y'all what we're making? I'm gonna make meatballs, muffin or egg muffin cup things, and brownies, those little 1-bite brownies. And I might make something salty, but probably not with y'all, like a little salty snack, just so that folks will have like a variety of things to snack on. So here's the problem, is that I used the same little silicone 1-bite muffin tin things for my brownies and my egg bites. So we're gonna make egg bites, and then while they're baking, we'll make our meatballs. And then once the egg bites are done, like we'll go ahead and mix up the brownies. Then once the egg bites are done, we'll bake brownies. I know y'all are like, you act like that's planning. That ain't planning, that's just simple logic. I know. Anyway, so I need to make the onions and peppers for my meatballs. So let me do this. Do I look like I'm glowing, y'all? I just caught a bit of a hot flash. So I might go get out of this hoodie, but I'm most definitely gonna saute these onions and peppers. I might throw in some garlic now that I think about it. I'm gonna take these felons for a comfort break, and then I'm gonna get all this stuff together. I'll meet y'all over there and we'll start cooking stuff, and we'll talk about a list of diet-friendly, healthy snacks to keep around, all right? So I will see y'all over there in a couple of minutes. All right, y'all, let's see if I can manage to actually talk and do stuff at the same time. Now I have notes, so I'm gonna try to stay on track. But first let me tell you what I'm making. So we're making snacks. I'm gonna start with the eggs. And did I tell y'all, so the intern got me these gorgeous farm fresh eggs. I'm gonna try not to knock over my camera. So you know how you're always supposed to crack an egg? Like you're never supposed to crack an egg into what you're making. You're supposed to crack it into like a side bowl, which, I mean, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but with farm fresh eggs, I always do, because you're just never sure if you're gonna get like a rogue, sketchy egg. So my oven's preheated, so I'm gonna crack eggs, and we're making, those like egg breakfast muffin things. So I'm gonna just whip my eggs straight. Like I don't put, like when I'm making my breakfast eggs, my eggs for my breakfast sandwiches, I put low-fat buttermilk in them, but these I'm just gonna do, like when I do these, I always just whip up plain straight old eggs. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And while I'm cracking my eggs, I'm gonna do, I don't know, 6 or 7 eggs, and then we'll see how far that gets us. But while we're doing that, let's talk about snacks. And y'all know I'm obsessed with snacks. And here's why. Because I feel like snacks can be a lifesaver if done well. Now, you can't just go like willy-nilly snatching up whatever you see and eating it. That is not good snacking. You got to plan your snacks. And if you plan snacks well, they can keep you from getting overly hungry, which will hopefully cut down on binges. And they'll help you, if you choose the right things, which we're going to talk about, they'll help you keep your sugar levels even, keep your sugars on track. So it'll help you stay on track between meals. And y'all, the key to healthy snacking is protein and fiber. Let me whip up these eggs. I'll be right back. There's my eggs now. So my theory on these is anything you can put in a quiche, you can put in one of these. Let me adjust my camera. There we go. So I am gonna do, but I'm gonna like try to keep it normal because you know it's for company. So I'm gonna do broccoli and cheese. Then I'm gonna do some ham and cheese. And I kept out some bell peppers from that weird onion pepper mirepoix thing I just sauteed. So I'm gonna do, like you could do peppers and onions or something. Y'all, I just almost grabbed chia seeds. No, that would just be weird. You could do like peppers and onions or something. I'm not gonna do all that. I think I'm just gonna do a couple with bell peppers. Just see how they are. But I know broccoli and cheese is good. I know that ham and cheese is good. And look, see, I'm making these little, so they're just easy little quickie bites to grab. So while I do this, let's talk about some good options for high protein snacks. Y'all know my favorite #1 go-to is Greek yogurt. I eat Greek yogurt all the time. Greek yogurt with some berries, and y'all saw my big old bag of chia seeds I have sitting on my counter. I've been adding chia seeds to things. It's interesting. You got to plan when you do that because they get all up in your teeth, but I've been adding chia seeds to my non-fat, not plain Greek yogurt, non-fat little like flavored Greek yogurts with my Cheerios and a little bit of almond milk and chia seeds. So good, so filling. And the chia seeds are good for you and they're anti-inflammatory. So yogurt with berries and maybe a little bit of chia seeds. Oh, I need my ham. How about cottage cheese? You can do cottage cheese with, so Greek yogurt with, I do my Greek yogurt, y'all know, with frozen fruit or cottage cheese with, I like cottage cheese with canned fruit, not frozen fruit. I don't know why, I'm just a little weird that way, but either way is fine. Cottage cheese is very high in protein, a very good, very filling snack. Boiled eggs, of course. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the egg arts. So I'll do just a plain old boiled egg, but boiled egg with stuff. You can do boiled egg with some fruit. Y'all know this. I will take a boiled egg, cut it in half, and do a deviled egg, but instead of doing mayonnaise, I do my non-fat ranch dip I make with Greek yogurt. So, I mean, it's a little weird at first, but it's really good. Or I will just cut an egg, like instead of taking it out, mushing it up, putting it back in, cut a boiled egg in half, just put the Greek yogurt on it, or put the non-fat ranch dip on it, put a little bit of salt, just eat it just like that. Very good, very filling. I think I'm gonna do peppers. You can also do, y'all know I love meat snacks. Just keep meat around to snack on. That's one of the things we're making today is meatballs. I don't typically snack on just like hamburger meatballs, but these I am doing because the intern thinks that, you know what, I think I'll do just, would peppers and cheese be good? No, you know what we'll do? It's like a little quiche Lorraine. We'll do broccoli. I know these are so, y'all are like, there's no room for the egg in those. I don't disagree. I'm getting a little carried away. We'll see how they work out. We'll see how it goes. But the intern won't eat turkey meatballs because he says they're like zombie brains, but he'll eat ground beef like hamburger meatballs. So, but to keep in the fridge to snack on, I would do turkey meatballs And I would eat those all day long. So meat, if you have like leftover grilled chicken from dinner, or make a little extra grilled chicken, whatever your meat is from dinner last night, make a little extra of that, keep it in the fridge to snack on, just to keep you going. All right, so now I'm just gonna scoop my eggs into these. You can hear my oven cycling, it is preheated. All right, so those are all, like all those snacks take a little extra prepping, right? Like a little extra time. You have to be able to like have a fridge, have things. What about a grab and go kind of snack? Like maybe string cheese, right? Love string cheese. You can do string cheese on a piece of fruit, like string cheese and an apple. That is a great, very filling snack. Oh, y'all, these are gonna be so cute. Look how cute they are. There are all kinds of single serve things you can get now. Y'all know I'm too cheap for all that. I don't buy the single serve things. I buy the big old buckets of stuff in the little bitty Ziploc bags and make my own single servings of things. And even though I don't so much leave the house as work from home and never go anywhere or see anybody, I still do those because it makes it easier for me to monitor what I'm eating. So even if I want to eat 5 servings of peanuts, and sometimes days just go like that, I will take 5 single serving little bags of peanuts, eat every single one of those peanuts, and keep the bag so that I can count those points or bites or whatever I happen to be counting that day. But it helps me like stay accountable for what I'm throwing down my gullet. So you can either buy those little, and y'all have seen me in the car digging in my console for my homemade single serving little containers of almonds. I have those all over my house. I have those everywhere. So you can do single serving bags of whatever it is that you want to snack on. You can do nuts. You can do like little bags of Cheerios. Like you can get a whole bunch of Cheerios for a couple of points. So think about that, like whatever kind of snacky things you want. There are all kinds of great, I'm gonna have to make some more eggs. I knew it. I said those weren't gonna make it. That's all right. I think 3 more will do it. Oh, we got 3 more. I just dropped one on the counter. All right, there's my 3 more eggs. So where were we? Single, so make you, whole grain crackers. Any of those kind of things. Y'all know I love, it's not Triscuits, it's wheat thins. The reduced fat wheat, or 1/3 less fat wheat thins, I love those, but I have to have, like I can't just be eating them straight out of the box or I will eat them all day long. So I have them in my little single serving size packet, and I still eat as many as I want, but, well, I don't really eat as many as I want. It kind of helps me to realize how many I'm eating. Anyway, I'm way down a rabbit hole on that. How about rice cakes? If you're not obsessed with the nut butters like I am, and you can actually eat nut butter like a responsible human, you can do rice cakes with nut butters. Yum. Or like just plain old fruit. You can do an apple, an orange, a banana. Y'all know the fruits. You can do some fruit. All right, let me clean this up a little. You can do, y'all know my very favorite trick of adding protein to fruit, which is fruit with chocolate hummus. Very good. Oh, my light is all blown out, sorry. Very good, very low cal, very healthy, very filling. All right, so I'm gonna stick these in a 350 degree oven, and I'm gonna keep an eye on them because if they burn, they're gross. So let me stick these in the oven. I'm gonna clean this mess up. I'll be back and we will make our meatballs. All right, now for the world's simplest meatballs, y'all. I got so this, I mean, not that he can read packages, but this is the hamburger that I feed to Felon Bo. So he's sitting here, like he saw me open it, and he's staring at me like, is it dinner time? No, son, it's not dinner time. Anyway, hamburger. So I'm using like I said, the 93% lean hamburger that we feed Felon Bo so that I can use the rest of it for him. But big old chunk of hamburger. I'm gonna throw in an egg. Oh, all right, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing here, and then while I'm mushing, we can, dang it, I literally always do this backwards. Because now my hand is gross. And I have to mix, I have a tablespoon of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put in just a bit of Silk almond milk, which obviously you can use your milk of choice. I'm going to mix that up and let it sit for a minute. And I have found that when I do my breadcrumbs that way, they still thicken the meatballs, but they're not all like yickety and they don't clump together. So I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna put in, look at all the, I made so much peppers and onions. So I'm just gonna put in some and mush it. I need to check on the eggs. Can y'all hear that oven cycling? I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my breadcrumbs, because even though they're not actually thickened yet, they will thicken as they sort of goo in there. So while I'm doing that, let's talk about, so we talked about protein snacks. What about sweet snacks? So if you have a sweet tooth, how about a banana or maybe an apple and some PB2 drizzle? Yum. Or if you're just straight up sweet tooth like me, Halo Top ice cream, or those fudgesicles that I can never remember the name of, that I'll put the picture of here because I always think I know it, like Healthy Choice or something, but that's always wrong. Or you could do just like some frozen berries, maybe some frozen grapes. Yum. Or how about just unsweet applesauce? Somebody commented, and y'all claim this because this is great. I used to do this and I forgot that I did this, but somebody commented on one of my videos that while she's cooking, if she's hungry, she'll snack on unsweet applesauce, which will kind of like keep her hunger down and keep her from snacking on like dangerous things while she's cooking. But I'm not going to overwork these. I think that's good. I was trying to tell if I want to throw in a little more hamburger to offset that. No, but I think that's good. So now, hang on, let me wash my hands because ew. So hang on. Oh, I forgot my seasoning, so I am going to mush these some more. I'm going to throw in some anything but the kitchen sink, that garlic and everything seasoning. And I'm going to mush, not over mush. Oh, my hands are gross again. But I did check on the eggs. I knew I was going to forget something while I was talking to y'all. Dang it. But that's all right. We saved it. All right. I'm going to wash my hands again. No, you know what? That's good. I'll be all right with a gross hand because I only got one hand nasty. And I'm going to scoop these out. And normally, of course, I would do them in the air fryer, but because we're making them for company, and the intern even eat them out of the air fryer. But since we're doing them for company, I'm going to just throw them in a pan. So I'm going to scoop them by the tablespoon and just cook them in a pan. So, you know what? Let me do this, and then I'll be back, and we'll make our other treat, which while we're talking sweets, did I go through my, hang on, let me check my list. Oh, yeah, we did unsweet applesauce. While we're talking sweet treats, let me finish this. I know I've said let me finish this 3 times. Let me finish this, and then I'll clean this up. And even though the eggs are still in the oven in the pan that I need to make my brownies, we'll go ahead and make the batter for the brownies, because those, here's my graceful segue, those are truly my fit well, other than the Halo Top ice cream and the fudgesicles. These brownies are so good, y'all, and they're 1 point each. If you make them, like if you do them by the tablespoon like I do, they're 1 point each. They are so good and so easy to make. So let me clean the, number 5 times, let me clean this up. And I'll be back and we will throw together the batter for those brownies. All right, so I'll be back. All right, y'all, as easy as those meatballs were, these brownies are almost as easy. Now, I know we've made these together a bunch of times, but we ain't made them in a while, so let's do it. And while we do this, I have one more, well, kind of 2 more lists for us. So let's start, I lost my eggs. Oh, they're by the sink. We're gonna start with 3 eggs. Oh, look at those beautiful eggs. And 1/3 of a cup of unsweet applesauce. And of course you gotta make sure it says unsweet because they all look the same. And I'm just gonna blop some applesauce in here. And vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. I like vanilla. You know what, let's go ahead and put in 1/4 teaspoon salt, and I hope I have enough baking soda. I know y'all are like, who runs out of baking soda? I didn't actually run out. I kind of dumped it all over the inside of my pantry. So I'm mostly out of baking soda, and I have baking soda all over everything inside my pantry. I know, welcome to my world. So I need 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh yeah. And I keep forgetting to buy it because whoever needs baking soda, like whoever runs out of this much baking soda, unless they dump it all over the inside of their pantry. I know. It ain't easy being green, y'all. All right, let's do 1/2 cup of Splenda. Oh, dang it. I know, don't pour stuff over what you're making, I know. And 1/2 cup of sugar. Normally I use, so that Splenda, of course, that's monk fruit Splenda I'm using. Normally I use coconut sugar, but I'm just going to use plain old white sugar. The points are the same, and I just don't want to mess with that coconut sugar today. So, all right, I'm going to cream this together. Let's see how noisy this is, or if we can talk while we do this. I always put this thing together wrong. Oh, it's right this time. It's like I will put this thing together wrong and spend 20 minutes like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Because you're a spaz, can't follow directions. That was noisy, so I went ahead and did it without you. Put in 1/4 cup of cocoa, unsweet, just powdered cocoa. Now all that's left is 3/4 of a cup of flour. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. Look. It thinks it's so smart. It's trying to keep me from hurting myself. I know we're supposed to be talking while I'm cooking. So anyway, our last list is, so we did protein snacks, we did sweet snacks. What about savory snacks? Like maybe, that was 2, right? That was 2. I'm gonna call that 2 and put in 1 more and hope I'm right. I'm gonna just do these other 2 right now before I really break the whole thing. Savory. So we did protein, sweet, let's do savory snacks. So what about, y'all know how much I love hummus. So veggies and hummus, fantastic snack. Pickles. Y'all remember, it might have been a year ago now, because I think I got them when I was traveling, when I went home last Christmas. Those little things, like little single serving size cups, which a single serving of pickles for me is like a whole jar. But those little like normal size single servings of pickles, so very cute. And you can drink the juice without getting scolded by your daddy. Not saying that I, ever got scolded for drinking the pickle juice straight out the pickle jar and leaving the pickles with no juice when I was a kid. I'm just saying, if you get those little single serving size things, that will never ever happen to you. Edamame. We love edamame. So there's all kinds of savory snacks out there. Store-bought snacks. Now, I don't know that I ever actually do healthy store-bought snacks, but you got to be careful, right? We know things like, those little round cheeses, Baby Bell cheese. You can buy cheese sticks in the store, right? You can, like if I were buying snacks in a store, I'd probably just buy like some lunch meat that I know and some cheese that I know and snack on that. But if you're in an office or you're around people that you don't want to know that you do things like that, then like little Baby Bell cheeses are a great option. I mean, I think cheese sticks are still like a respectable option. You can get little bags of like, I left popcorn off my savory list. What? Y'all can tell I'm outside my mind. Put popcorn on your savory list above. But you can get those like 100-calorie bags of just about anything. So like bags of popcorn. You can get the pouches of tuna, which, I mean, again, that might fall under the, little untoward to eat in like an office or something. But I mean, if you're trying to cut weight, you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, think about those like individually portioned things that you can get while you're ootin' a boot. You need to grab a snack and things are starting to go south. Think about those kind of things that you can get. All right, I'm going to finish mixing this. I'm going to bake these off. Then I'll come back and we'll have a little plate of snacks to test. So y'all sit tight and I'll be back. Y'all, we have cute snacks. Look, now obviously I just got a little sample. I didn't bring the whole big plates of everything, but we have little eggs. We have brownies. These are so good. Now, I didn't say this, but I cooked the brownies at 350 for right at about 18 minutes, but keep an eye on them because you do not want them to burn. Like take them out when they're just done and they'll have this little like gooey top. They are so, so good. So we have brownies, we have meatballs, so nice. Look, oh, so good. So y'all want to, okay, hang on, let's try these. We'll try an egg. Look, these are so cute. This obviously is one of the bacon, not bacon, Lord have mercy. We should have done bacon. One of the ham and cheese ones. That's good. That's cold and it's still good. I'm not getting any meatball. I might eat a brownie. These, I know we've made these 100 times. I gotta take those felons out again. But look, they are gooey. So good. Now I'm gonna have chocolate in my teeth. Y'all know how I love that. That is it. I gotta get out of here and go clean this house. So, let us know in the comments, what are your go-to snacks to keep you going and keep you from making bad choices? Let us know. Y'all, thank you so, so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. Just go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over here at the beginning of every week with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. And now I do a morning devotional over on Fit Danielle Prays every morning. So if I don't see you on one of those, I'll catch you on the next one.